Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are doing well at home. And today we are going to continue our classes, that is pointer. So in the previous classes we have seen how we can declare a pointer variable, then how we can assign the value to a pointer variable, okay? And of course we have seen some programming also based on these pointers, okay? So especially in today's class we are going to focus on pointers as an array, okay? So before I proceed with this pointer as an array, let me quickly revise what we have learned in previous classes, as some of the students are still having confusion in the part of pointer arithmetic, okay? So what is pointer arithmetic? Let me quickly revise it, okay? Say we have declared a pointer variable as integer ptr, okay? Integer ptr, okay? And we are assigning the value of ptr, say ptr equal to 10, okay? That means this is dereferencing. That means you can say this is a pointer variable which holds actually the memory address of another variable. But in this case, we are assigning the actual value by what? Dereferencing method, okay? That means the actual value of ptr is 10, okay? Now, suppose I want to increase this pointer variable. Suppose I am writing here ptr plus plus. What does this statement mean? It means ptr equal to ptr plus 1, right? So what is the value of ptr? It is 10 plus 1. 1 into, like I said in previous class, what is the type of this ptr? It is integer. So 1 into 2, okay? So ultimately the next memory address of this ptr will be what? 10 plus 2 equal to what? 12, okay? Now if I write another statement like this, ptr equal to ptr plus 3, this time we are incrementing this ptr by 3, okay? That means what? The next memory address for this statement will be something like this. We know that ptr value is what? 10, okay? Ptr value is 10 plus 3 into I. What is I? You can see here integer is 2. That means what? 10 plus 6 will be 16, right? So this is how our pointer arithmetic works, okay? So and then we have seen what is void pointer. Already we have seen this 2-3 times, okay? So I think there will be no doubt, okay? So let us come to this part, okay? Pointer as an array. Like I said, this pointer and array, this both, okay, both of these two work interchangeably. Matlab we need, okay, these two are relatively, these two are working, okay? Say let's take one example of this pointer and array, okay? So suppose I am declaring here a variable, pointer variable, that is ptr, okay? Ptr, and I am also declaring a variable, say integer arr, okay? We are declaring an array variable of size 3 and we are assigning some values, suppose 10, 14 and 17. So this is a single dimensional array, okay? And what we'll do, we will give here size, say 3, right? So this ptr is a pointer variable of type integer having size 3. That means this ptr is an what? Array of pointer, or you can say pointer as an array, you can say, because we are having the size of this pointer, okay? So in this case how we are going to assign the value, okay? So generally when what is the actual purpose of this pointer variable? The main purpose of a pointer variable is to assign the memory address of another variable, okay? That means here this ptr now is having what? 3 pointer variable. In this statement, we are declaring 3 pointer variable. Okay. And what about this? This is an array variable. Okay. That means there is also again what? There is collection of 3 variable. And these 3 variables value is 10, 14, 17. Okay. Now, in order to assign values to this pointer, we need to use loop, right? So basically we are going to use for loop. Let's start. We are going to assign the value to the pointer variable. Okay. So let's declare this I equal to suppose 0, I less than 3 and I plus plus. So we are assigning the value to this pointer variable. So how we are going to do it? So we are going to assign the value as ptr I equal to ampersand. Whose value we are going to assign? That is array I. So step by step, one variable value will be assigned to this ptr. Then secondly, you can see here I. So for the first time ptr 0. Okay. So there are 3 pointer variables. Suppose this is 0, 1, 2, and this is pointer variable. Okay. This is pointer variable. Another variable, array variable, that is ARR. Here we have 3 values 0, 1, 2, right? So size is 3, and here we have already initialized the value as 10, 14 and 17. Okay, I have cleared this one. Now this ptr is having 3 pointer variable, so you know that the value inside here will be the memory address, not like this normal value. Clear? So when we execute this for loop, that means inside this ptr we are going to assign the memory address of whose? Array I. Array I mean was one by one will go, like we already done this array. Okay, so in previous classes around. So array I means what? Array 0. What is array 0? This one. So like I said, for every array variable, they will have their own memory address. Okay, so let's say this array is having memory address as 101. Clear? Let's say I'm assuming, okay, let's say 14 is having the memory address as 103, and then 17 is having 105. Okay, so first time when loop will be when I value is 0, pointer I, that means pointer 0. Pointer 0 means we are talking about this one, equal to ampersand array I. Array I means what? This variable. I means 0, this position, and this time we are giving what? Reference to what? The memory address 101. That means this 101 will be assigned and stored in the variable pointer variable ptr. That means 101 will be stored here. Clear? Next loop will be implemented. I value will be 1 this time. So ptr1 this time. You can see here ptr1. That means we are here, right? And in the right side you can see here equal to ampersand array. This time equal to what? 1. Array 1 means what? The second variable. So his memory address is 103. Okay. So this 103 you will be assigned to the second pointer variable. Okay. Again loop will implement. Okay. Again loop will be implemented, and accordingly 105 will be stored here. Now you look here. What are these value? 101, 103, 105. These are the memory address of array. Okay. So this is how we can assign the array value to a pointer array variable. Okay. Now, in order to display the actual value means what? You can see here in this pointer, we have the value inside this pointer variable stored is the memory address. Now, actual value is what? 10, 14, 17. So, in order to display the main content, throw pointer, again we need a loop, right? Let's take for loop only. So for loop, again integer I equal to 0. How many elements? 3. So I less than 3, I plus plus. Okay. So this time we are going to show the actual value, okay, through pointer, not by array. So if you want to display the actual value with the help of array, it is very simple. Just see out array I, it will work. But what about from pointer's point of view you want to display? Then you have to write like this: see out value of array through pointer. How are we going to do? Asterisk ptr I. Look close. Okay, the value of array through pointer you can give here equal along whatever you want. You can see here I am dereferencing. Dereferencing means we are getting the actual value to this pointer. Okay, so this is how pointer, actually array in pointer works. Okay, I think this is clear to you all because this is not that tough. Okay, and I'm very sorry that I could not provide you the practical lecture for this pointer because, like I said, I'm having some technical problem in my laptop. So hopefully next week I'm going to sort it out, and then very soon we are going to see the practical effect of this pointer chapter also. Okay, so next today we are going to discuss one more topic, that is pointer to pointer. Okay, so here we have seen pointer and array, how it works. I hope it is clear. Okay, if you are still having confusion, directly you contact me. Otherwise, see, this is most of the students, they found that this pointer is quite confusing. Even sometimes I also used to tell you that this pointer is very confusing, but actually it is not. Once your concept is clear, then there will be no confusion in this pointer chapter, and I'll assure you that there will be no confusion in any part of this pointer. Let me take the practical classes of this pointer. Okay, so I think this is clear to you all, and then now we are going to learn about pointers to pointers. Okay, so how we can proceed with this? Please pause my video and then write it down. Okay, so now we are going to see how we can use pointer to a pointer. Okay, pointer to a pointer. Okay, so pointer to pointer. Okay, so that means here how we can declare a pointer variable. So generally we used to declare a pointer variable with the help of this asterisk symbol. This represents that this ptr is a pointer variable and whose purpose is to hold the memory address. Okay, now here we are going to learn pointers to pointers. That means what? One pointer will hold memory address, and from that memory address another pointer will be there. That means that pointer also will hold the memory address. So this is two dimension. In short, we can say already we have learned two-dimensional array. Okay, this pointer to pointer, actually this is mainly we use for two-dimensional array. Okay, in pointers, because and to declare this pointer to pointer variable, generally we declare same type. Okay, that means data type. Then we need this asterisk operator. Okay, and then another asterisk operator, because two-dimensional array. Okay, pointers ptr to ptr. I am giving this name so that so that it will be easy for us to identify that this is a pointer to pointer variable. And you can see here I am using two asterisk operator. Why? Because these pointers to pointer work actually as two-dimensional array. Okay, so let me write this part: integer asterisk ptr. So we have declared two pointer variable. One is our normal pointer variable and another one is pointer to pointer variable. That means this is a two-dimensional array. Okay, this is a two-dimensional array. Now please keep. Suppose when we declare this pointer, the memory in memory, you can see here ptr. Okay, it will be something like that. And when we declare this one, ptr to ptr, okay, there is no value assigned till now. And like I said, suppose his memory address is 10M and his is 103. I'm assuming, okay, again I'm telling you, this is not proper memory address. Just I'm taking a value so that I can explain you how it works. Okay. So now let me declare one normal variable integer number. Okay. So one variable will be there, number. Done. Now let me assign the value to the pointer. Say ptr is equal to ampersand number. That means what? Ampersand means what? This ptr is getting reference to the variable number. So obviously this number also must have his own memory address, say 105. That means what? This 105 will be stored inside what? ptr. That means 105. Okay. Now suppose I am writing here ptr to ptr. This is this two-dimensional array pointer. Okay, equal to, if I am writing ampersand, this time suppose I am giving the reference to the pointer. In this case we have given the reference to the number, but this time I am giving ptr. Okay, so ultimately what? He is getting what? Which address? 101. 101. Now you look here. This ptr to ptr variable is having the memory address of whose? 101. That means he is going to this memory address. Ultimately inside ptr, whose memory address is here? Number. You can see here. ptr to ptr is having 101. That means because we have executed with this statement. Okay, you can see here, from here to here, again from here to here. Ultimately he is getting the memory address only. Is not it two-dimensional array concept? Yes, exactly. Now till now we have not assigned the actual value. Do we? No. Number, you can see here, number is not having any actual value. Okay, only we are working with the memory address. Okay, now let me assign some actual value to the number. Okay, if you want to assign some actual value to the number, just write number equal to 10. That way also you can do. Or if you want to assign the value with the help of pointer, then also you can do it. How? You can see here. Say I am writing here, dereferencing concept is there. Okay, so ptr equal to 10. This is how also we can assign the value. Okay, this is with the help of pointer. Now like I said, if you assign number equal to 10, this also will work. This also will, this asterisk ptr equal to 10, this also will work, and number equal to 10 also work. But the difference is here I am using pointer, and here directly we are assigning to the normal variable. Okay, so when we write asterisk ptr equal to 10, it means you can see here PTR is having whose memory address 105. So inside PTR only memory address will be there. Ultimately whose memory address he is having 105. So actual value will be inside here. Clear? I think it is clear. Okay, in simple way I am explaining to you all. Okay, another statement let me write here. So this time I am writing here asterisk PTR to PTR equal to suppose 70. Now tell me, this 70 will be stored inside which variable? Very simple. Okay. No, this time we have to write here 2 asterisk because dereferencing, right? Dereferencing. So PTR to PTR means what? This one. Inside this PTR to PTR variable, what is the memory address? 101. That means whose memory address? PTR. So he will go to here. Inside 101, you can see here the memory address is 105. So he will go to the memory address 105. Now inside this 105, the value is already stored here is 10. Now again we have assigned a new value that is 70. That means this 10 will be replaced by 70. Okay. Now this 10 will be replaced by 70. Clear? Check this statement properly. You can see here I am using 2 asterisk because we are dereferencing it. First we are dereferencing to this PTR. From here again we are dereferencing to the number. That is why we need 2 asterisk operator. And ultimately we are changing the main content inside here. Okay. So that is why I am telling you this pointer to pointer, this is mainly work for 2-dimensional array. Okay. How this 2-dimensional array work, I have already explained you with the help of this statement. Okay. Now if you put this statement inside the main function and if you run it, you will get the value as 70 this time. Till here you will get the value of 10, and when you execute this statement you will get the value of 70. Now whole value will be changed and only 70 will be there. You can check it out, those who is having code block in your laptop, you can try it out and you can check it out. Okay. So like I said, very shortly I am going to provide the practical sessions of these classes. Okay. So this is how pointer to pointer works. Okay. So we are almost about to complete this pointer chapter. Only few topics left. That is how we can use pointer in terms of structure. Structure you have already learned in first year also. Okay. So this pointer, how we can work in structure. So in the next classes we are going to focus on this structure. Okay. And then we will see some practicals. And one more thing, some theory based on these practicals, actually that one also I have to provide you. From this chapter mainly we need the concept of practicals only. So you please focus more on practicals, especially the concept how this pointer works. Okay. So I think this is clear to you all. In the next classes we are going to see how we can use pointers in the structure. Let me quickly revise what we have learned in today's class. In today's class we have seen how we can use pointers to an array, and we have seen how we can use pointers to the pointer. If you are still having confusion, please do not forget to contact me. Okay, please contact me and I'll help you to understand it better. Okay, so with this I'll stop today's class. Next class will meet you with the help of a new topic, that is pointers to the structure. Thank you.